something that you're interested in pursuing, if you're interested in advancing your career, maybe you had your license before and it didn't quite work out. You didn't have the right guidance, you didn't have the right situation, you weren't at the right firm for you. It's okay to start over. It's okay to start again. Even if you've lost your real estate license and you maybe see the interest rates dropping and the real estate market picking up again, that you're interested in reactivating your real estate license. But the main thing is, again, finding out about these opportunities. So dress to impress. Come to the career fair ready to impress these recruiters at these firms. Even if you are brand new, you know, this event is a very safe space. I don't even like using words like that, but it really is, because if you're new and you don't really know about real estate, this is the perfect place to come to ask those questions, because this is a room you could put yourself in with people that are going to be far beyond the experience that you have in real estate. Even if you are just getting started, the more hands you shake, the more money you make. Get your eyes opened to the opportunities that are out there.
You are watching Ask the Instructor. Absorb the knowledge. Become the expert.
Hello and welcome to this week's episode of Ask the Instructor. My name is John Christman. This show is brought to you by the Tampa School of Real Estate, and today the Florida Real Estate Career Fair, and we're actually going to be announcing the winner of the giveaway of the grand prize for pre-registering and attending the career fair. One lucky winner gets the grand prize. We'll dive into the full details on that, as well as who is the winner, in just a few moments here. But let's head over to the board and discuss the other big announcement for today, which is the next Florida Real Estate Career Fair. The next Florida Real Estate Career Fair is officially announced. It's happening on Saturday, April 18th. Saturday, April 18th, right here in Tampa, Florida, the Florida Real Estate Career Fair, and this is going to be our biggest yet. I know I keep saying that, but every time we host one of these, it's even bigger and better than before. And this is going to be no different. Saturday, April 18th. Make sure you're registered at floridarealestatecareerfair.com, because that's how you'll be entered to win the grand prize in the next career fair, as well as getting the freebies for this next career fair, which don't want to give anything away quite yet, but stay tuned because there may be more to come. Now, coming to the career fair is a great opportunity to really see full circle what a real estate career can provide. A career in real estate allows for schedule flexibility, being that you make your own schedule. You decide when it is that you're going to work, and ultimately how it is that you're going to work. And that's the part of this about being your own boss. So you've got schedule flexibility to work when you want, be your own boss to work how you want, and on top of that, you have the potential to earn as much money as you can make. You're not capped out as a real estate professional. There's unlimited possibilities. The sky really is the limit, and more so than just what you can do, what could you build as a team? What could you do if you were to start your own brokerage? There's tons of new opportunities you open yourself up to just from obtaining the real estate license, and the career fair is a perfect example of those opportunities. And it is an extremely low barrier to entry. We're going to talk about how the course to get your real estate license can be completed as quickly as 1 week if you're doing this full time. But if you're looking to make a part-time real estate career, we also have part-time course options for you as well. And the part-time course options, you could take up to 1 year to complete. So real estate offers a lot of potential, from unlimited income potential to schedule flexibility potential to the potential to be your own boss, to build a team or a brokerage that someday is bigger than yourself, and so much more. To essentially jumpstart your real estate career, this is the formula here. You have your course that's required to get your license and your course that's required for your first renewal. Now, the trick of the jumpstart is not waiting until your renewal to do this course required for your renewal, because the course required for your renewal, what we call post-licensing, this is for your first renewal and only your first renewal, because it's a very special course. It's all of the business and real world of how to actually practice real estate that you expect to learn in the course to get your real estate license. And in that course for your real estate license, or maybe right now, if you haven't taken the course yet, you find out that the focus of this course is laws and rules. And why is the focus of the course laws and rules? Well, that's because the state exam is going to test you on those laws and rules. The course that is a requirement to be able to take the state exam will focus on those laws and rules, and the state exam will test you on those laws and rules, and then the state will grant you that real estate license once you've passed your state exam. And that's where the real fun can begin, or really the real learning can begin, because now you could start to study the aspects of building your real estate business as opposed to the laws and rules of how to practice real estate without losing your license or going to jail. Important things to know, but not necessarily the information that's going to make you successful in real estate. It'll just, again, help you from avoiding disciplinary action with your real estate license, which is important because that could get in the way of your real estate career. But once you've got the laws and rules down and you prove that by passing your state exam, you now, again, as soon as your license, can start that post-licensing course. And that's when this information is most beneficial, because as you wait until it's closer, until your renewal deadline, the information will become more remedial if you're really still focused on making your real estate license work. Whereas when you first get your real estate license, it's really eye-opening as to how real estate is meant to be practiced. And you could always create your own version of this, but this gives you a strong foundation to where when you go join a brokerage, number one, you'll have better questions to ask. So if you're on here today we're broadcasting live. We just finished the career fair this past Saturday on the 3rd. Today's what, the 7th? And so here we are in January. The next career fair is April 18th. And I know there may be some of you watching this video right now. Maybe you're watching this live because you missed this Saturday's event and you're hoping we had a career fair that'd be sooner than April 18th. Here's my challenge to you. If you're interested in coming to that career fair on the 18th, make it count. And the way you make it count is by having completed all 3 of these levels. Getting your real estate license by taking the course and passing the state exam, and then completing the post-licensing, because now you're going to develop your own bit of a business plan. You're going to learn about lead generation strategies and time management and things such as presenting an offer to a client as opposed to what makes a contract legal. You learn here what makes a contract legal, whereas here you're now how to present that to a client. Over here, you're learning the basics of appraisal. Over here, you're learning about pricing property to sell. So it's a much more real-world application of the information. And by completing this course, you're significantly more prepared, not just to interview brokers and better understand who's going to be the best fit for you, but you're better prepared to actually succeed in your real estate career. I equate not doing this post-licensing course to starting your real estate career with a blindfold on. Until you have completed this post-licensing course, you have a state-required blindfold on. And the thing is, the state doesn't require you to keep that blindfold on. They just require you to take this course to be able to remove that blindfold, because now, again, you're learning more about the business. Your continuing education, I wish I could hype that up to be as eye-opening and game-changing as that, because that's what you'll have to do every 2 years after your post-licensing. But it's not going to be as eye-opening as this post-licensing course is, simply because you really don't learn any business at all. There's a little bit in the introduction. You learn about calculating commissions, which that's exciting. And you even learn about valuing a business, but not much in terms of running your real estate business other than just what you can and can't do as per the laws and rules. So this post-licensing course, so essential, and especially doing it as soon as possible. As soon as you get your license, and ideally before you even join a brokerage. Because if you join a brokerage without this, you're joining a brokerage with a blindfold on. And maybe they have some trainings at the brokerage. Every brokerage out there usually has at least some sort of training or onboarding at least. Not always, but most of the time they do. It's no replacement for everything that you're going to learn in this 45-hour post-licensing course. And there's no state exam for this post-licensing either. And I promise you, if you could pass the state exam, you'll have no problem passing your end-of-course exam for the post-licensing. Number one, the content's much more real-world and relevant, so you're more likely to pay attention to it a lot more since it's so relevant to someone who just got their real estate license and is figuring out how to make money with a license. That's what this course is about. And I'm really proud of the curriculum that we use here at the Tampa School of Real Estate. This is the textbook that you get along with it, because there is a bit of vagueness to what can actually be post-licensing and even continuing education. There's a very specific and strict syllabus for what is in the pre-licensing, and this course textbook even follows that whole exact outline. This is what you get with your pre-licensing course, this book right here. But even though you're required to learn all this information, this is the workbook for the exam. This one's much shorter, only about 111 pages versus the 500 plus pages of your textbook here. So about 20% of the information that you really just need to study and review. But this is all laws and rules stuff. So even if you've proven that you've mastered this, you've studied this like crazy, you passed your exam, you're still going to be lost for the topics that are covered in this course that you need to know, that you're going to be required to do some version of this anyways before your renewal deadline. So knock it out as soon as possible. And our Complete Jumpstart program really rewards you for doing that. It rewards you for pre-purchasing this in advance, getting this whole bundle of the course that's required to get your license, the state exam prep tools, which are optional, but they're basically free when you package in the post-licensing course in the Complete Jumpstart bundle. And we give such a significant discount for this because ultimately we want you to succeed in real estate. And your best chance at success is completing this post-licensing course as soon as possible. And what we have found is that students are a lot more likely to complete it as soon as possible when they've already paid for it. And so when you purchase and register with the Complete Jumpstart bundle, you already have a credit for your post-licensing, so you can activate that as soon as you get your real estate license, whether that means you doing the video on demand course or attending the next live instructor session, if that is the type of course program that you've registered for. So that's the Complete Jumpstart, and it literally will help you jumpstart your real estate career. Now, the next career fair, April 18th. Again, I want you coming there ready, prepared to impress these recruiters, not just simply by how you're dressed. That makes a great first impression. But what really impresses recruiters is having accomplishments, having things done, having already have done the post-licensing. Because there's going to be people at this event who are brand new to real estate, who haven't taken any of the courses yet, talking to these same recruiters. And so when they talk to you, somebody who has not just gotten the real estate license, but also completed post-licensing, they're going to see that you're a lot further into this, that you're going to have a much better knowledge of the game as opposed to somebody who is completely brand new. You haven't completed post-licensing. At that point, there's really no reason other than just you wanting to wait in terms of why you shouldn't activate your real estate license. But if the whole point of this is to help build your confidence. Because your confidence, true confidence, comes from knowledge and understanding of what's important. Not necessarily everything, because that's impossible. That's the trick. You've got to find what is ultimately important and focus in on that. Post-licensing will help you do that. Coming to the career fair will help you now align yourself with maybe one of the brokers there, or maybe just meeting all these brokers here helps give you a better basis for some of the other brokers you may be talking to, some of the other programs you may be exploring. There's no obligation coming to this event. It's literally free admission as well. And there's at least one brokerage I can guarantee that'll be there that we know we have already committed for this event that's going to be offering tuition reimbursement. It's still early, so we will likely have a lot of different vendors. Again, it's probably going to be our biggest career fair yet. Not probably it will be our biggest career fair yet. And again, at least one vendor, at least one brokerage that I know for sure offers complete tuition reimbursement from pre-licensing to exam prep to post-licensing and continuing education. And on top of that, I know of at least 2 brokerages that offer Real Pro University for even more advanced on-demand 24/7 training powered by Tampa School of Real Estate. If you want to see some videos of the past career fairs, head over to tsre.us/YouTube. Just type that right in your browser, tsre.us/YouTube, and you'll find all of our Tampa School of Real Estate videos. You can see some photos of the last event on Facebook at tsre.us/Facebook. And ultimately, we are the presenting sponsor at Tampa School of Real Estate of this event, the Florida Real Estate Career Fair, and it's really designed to be a showcase of possibilities, as well as a showcase of our alumni. So it goes multiple ways. If you're brand new, it'll just be a showcase of possibilities. If you're an alumni, if you're somebody with a license, if you're somebody that's already done post-licensing, or maybe you're like me and you're not taking my advice and you're just going to wait to do the post-licensing, don't do that. I wouldn't do that again if I were to start this over, but that is how I started my real estate career. And I was trying to figure it out on my own, so I joined a brokerage right away before I even did post-licensing. I didn't know what I was doing, but I liked the brokerage, and so I signed up. And eventually figured things out. I eventually had to take that post-licensing course, but at the point I took it, I'd already paid over 10 times as much for a sales training boot camp that ultimately was a lot of the same information, or at least what I took away from it was a lot of the same information, because there was maybe higher level stuff that just went over my head because I was so lost on just the simple fundamentals, which when you complete post-licensing, you're not going to know everything, but you're going to have a much firmer understanding of the fundamentals, and you'll have this textbook as well as your business plan that you can continue to revisit and review and revise as your business evolves. And why we do this, why we do the career fair, why I'm broadcasting live to you here today is all to help you become our next success story. Because at the Tampa School of Real Estate, that's really what benefits us the most. That's how you can help us the most, is you become a success story. And just don't keep it a secret of where you got started at, of how we helped you maybe along the way. But ultimately, we're here for you, to help you become the success story, to help you become the hero of your story. And when you've accomplished that, you can now come to the event as a showcase of you, to showcase yourself, to showcase you as the opportunity to these brokerages, for you to find the best one to call your home. And that's why, because I'm a broker with multiple licenses as well, but that's still why the school here, Tampa School of Real Estate, is what is ultimately the most fulfilling to me. Because especially of where so many people are coming from, they just feel lost or stuck or confused of what to do or whether or not they would be any good at real estate. You don't know until you try. And chances are, if you try, and you try hard enough, you can be good at it. You can be very good at it. That's what I found with most people. It's not a question of if, it's a question of how. It's a question of how long. It's a question of how do you take time out of the equation to become successful faster. That's what we're all about here at the school, at Tampa School of Real Estate, is creating success stories. Any way we can help contribute to yours, we'd love the opportunity. But it's up to you to take action. It's up to you to make the choice. It's up to you to take the leap. It's up to you to become the next star of the next Florida Real Estate Career Fair. You've got until April 18th. So you got a lot of lead time right now. As we broadcast live right now, it's about 100 days out from the April 18th event. I'm already excited for it. You should be as well. And this, for everyone out there, whatever stage of your career it is that you're at, and you know you've got something to do, make this your deadline, to have that done by this date so you could come to this event to showcase yourself. But get yourself registered right now. Do that right now so you get your name on the list, because we do only have the ability to admit so many people into the event. And so we want to have you registered in advance, and that's also what makes you eligible for the giveaway as well as the freebies. So if you've came out to the past Saturday's event, but you weren't pre-registered, we appreciate you coming out. We won't turn you away necessarily as long as we still have space available to let you in. But ultimately, to get the freebies, you do have to be pre-registered, and that's as simple as going to floridarealestatecareerfair.com. Just put in your name, email, and phone number. Make sure it's your real email because that's the email you're going to get the course at. Because every single person who attends the career fair that is pre-registered gets a free course. It's a course on how to submit offers on the FAR Bar as is contract, and it's one of our courses in Real Estate Pro University, which is our more advanced platform for training on more advanced topic than your FREC required courses. More advanced in the post-licensing, the pre-licensing, topics on lead generation, growing your real estate business, contracts, not just the FAR Bar as is, the listing agreement, the purchase and sale agreement, financing trainings. There's all these different trainings, but we want to give you a piece of that, and that's the FAR Bar as is contract course. Right here, you're going to get that for free. Everybody who attends. So if you attended this past Saturday's event, that should be already added into your account. If you're having any trouble finding that, reach out to our office, 813-333-2676, and they will gladly help get you pointed in the right direction for that. But if you weren't at Saturday's event or you weren't pre-registered, get yourself registered now at floridarealestatecareerfair.com. Come out on April 18th, and you'll get that course added for free. Or if you really need that course right now, just go to realpro.com, and you can access Real Pro University. It's currently $87 a month, month to month. So get in there. If you don't like it after a month, you can cancel anytime. No contract, no commitment for the individual subscription plans. Again, that website's realpro.com. And this is what we're about to announce for today, the giveaway of the grand prize, which is the course to get your Florida real estate license, a video-on-demand version of this course. It mimics our classroom experience, our classroom and live online experience. The instructor that teaches this course, the video-on-demand course version of it, had taught many classes in person as well as live online before bottling that up into what is now known as our video-on-demand course that has been used by thousands of students in and of itself to obtain their Florida real estate license. That instructor is me, in case you notice any familiarity between that and the thumbnails. And we recorded that in this same studio right here. And it was based on years of teaching this class in person, then teaching it online in a live online format to where we could predict the questions before they were even coming. And so that helps make this an easy course to go through. Every time I come to the career fair, there's always alumni of this course that are coming out there saying, I just want to thank you for making that course, for helping keeping things simple, for the way that you teach, for all the things it is. So thank you for everyone that came out and thanked me. I greatly appreciate that. I love hearing the praise. After all these years, and we continue to make this course better every single day. The whole entire Learn platform gets better every single day with the contributions of our students to the discussion board. So we'll talk more about that in a minute. But the winner of the giveaway today is going to get this course, including the textbook, including shipping free to anywhere in the continental United States. Right now, you can get that on the website for $197 for 12 months of access to that. So that's a phenomenal deal, being that it also includes this textbook. This textbook alone is like $90. So it's a great deal. And again, you do get 12 months access to that with this. Or if you do already have a license or you want to put that credit towards an in-person class, you could also redeem this as a TSRE gift card rather than the video-on-demand course if that is not for you. If, again, you'd rather do the in-person one, you want to gift this to a friend, you've already got your real estate license, you want to use it towards your post-licensing, any of those, you could do that. So we're going to pick the winner in just a moment here. The next event, we'll have food and drinks, lots of networking opportunities, opportunities to connect with brokers, and again, showcase yourself. Don't just go there to see this as a showcase of all the opportunities. Go there to be able to showcase yourself to this showcase of opportunities, and that's the real magic that starts to happen. And you could also meet any of the instructors as well that are in attendance, as long as Yeah, really, as long as you're there. As long as you're there and they're there, you can meet the instructors, ask them whatever questions it is that you have. I can't guarantee every single one of our instructors are there because I do know we have some other classes going on, but we'll have many instructors, myself included, as well as our advisors, as well as several Tampa School of Real Estate alumni that, again, have already gone through this process if you're brand new and just getting started. So lots of people to connect with and ask questions of and find out more from. It's really a phenomenal event. This is the course that is the giveaway. So again, this or credit towards anything in the TSRE catalog if you've already got the license or would rather do the in-person version of this or anything like that. But this version, again, it's been used by thousands of people in the video-on-demand format. It really kind of bottles up the classroom experience to make it a classroom of one, where you could pause, rewind, replay as much as you need to within 1 year. But we've had people complete this course in literally days, not necessarily even weeks, months, or a year, but in days. This course can be completed in days. It's only 63 hours, and that's not even 63 actual hours. It's less than that because FREC hours are only 50 minutes, not 60 minutes. This isn't like college where this is like some massive years-long course. The textbook is 500 pages, but again, what's important for your exam? That fits in about 100 pages. And so don't get bogged down in this. Don't get hung up on any specific detail. Get through this, get it knocked out, get that end of course exam passed, and move on to the next stage of the state exam. Get that passed. And now you'll be issued the license. So it's really tempting to go right out there and try to start practicing real estate with that blindfold on. But you got to get your blindfold removed, which is why you want to have that post-licensing course done before the career fair. April 18th is your deadline. That's when the next career fair is, because if you've got the post-licensing course done, you've removed that blindfold. At least the blindfold that is the state requirement of post-licensing. And so, and think of it from a perspective of a broker that's hiring new agents, and you've got two people. They seem identical, but their one key difference that you know of at least is that this person has had their license 6 months and they haven't done any post-licensing yet. This person just got their license 2 weeks ago, but they've already completed the post-licensing. Which one seems more like a go-getter? Which one seems like they're more ready to take action, to take massive action? Versus which one's kind of, just looks more like you're like, okay, you're just figuring it out. And you could still find a home. It's very easy to find a home in real estate. The key is finding the right home. And I don't mean houses. I mean brokerage. The right home for your real estate career. So FloridaRealEstateCareerFair.com. You can head right over to there, get registered, get your name on the list so you get entered for the giveaways as well as the freebies. Every single person that attends gets this course. So again, if you attended Saturday, as long as you were pre-registered, this should be added to your Learn account. If you're having an issue finding it, reach out to our advisors at 813-333-2676. And this is an invaluable course because with this, you now understand the #1 contract used for residential purchases by both buyers and sellers here in Florida. So it's going to be really your most common contract. So it helps out a lot because we want to thrust you as far out there as we can. We don't want you to just get the license or even just complete the post-licensing. That's the purpose of Real Estate Pro University, to be able to offer you a platform to train even beyond that post-licensing requirement. And when you become a member of the TSRE community, when you become a TSRE alumni, when you enroll in our courses, when you enroll in Real Estate Pro University, you are accessing a collective community of tens of thousands of real estate professionals. There's been over 70,000 students that have gone through Tampa School of Real Estate from over 40 countries worldwide. So a huge community you're connected to, and there's discussion boards in the Learn portal where you can see other students' past success stories, what they went through, what they overcame, how they studied, where they joined, how they got their first deal, and so much more. And this is the same platform that powers Real Estate Pro University, so you also have access to that when you're a Real Pro U member. And as a Real Pro U member with a pro plan, you have access not just to all of your FREC required trainings, but the entire library and catalog of courses and trainings, from lead generation courses to contract trainings to financing trainings and more. And there's no commitment to that, $87 per month. And again, you could even use this to not just take your pre-licensing course, but also access all the exam prep tools and complete your post-licensing course, as well as continuing education. This provides all of your FREC required sales associate training on the Pro plan. We also offer a select plan where you could select any one of these courses for just $47 a month. You can find out more about that at realprou.com, or you could reach out right to our advisors at 813-333-2676. And ultimately, to help put this all in perspective, this is where you've got to begin, the pre-licensing course. You'll then take your state exam. Once you pass your end-of-course exam, we have the exam prep tools to help you prepare for the state. Once you get licensed, technically at that point, you legally can join a broker, but the key thing that you want to do at this point is just wait, pump the brakes a little bit, complete the post-licensing, because you're going to be so much more well-informed, as well, and not just more well-informed of what makes a good real estate agent, but how you want to actually run your real estate business. You learn all of that and more in post-licensing. And again, you've got that done before post-licensing, or before the career fair. You have the post-licensing done before the career fair. You can now showcase yourself as an accomplished professional. You know, so many new agents come to me and say, well, how do I overcome being new? Well, it's do everything you can to not be new anymore, to be as accomplished as possible. And one of those accomplishments is completing your post-licensing. This isn't the end-all, be-all, so don't get me wrong here. It's not a magic, you complete this course and all of a sudden deals are flowing to you nonstop, but this will help you recognize the deals that are already flowing to you that you maybe don't even realize, or you don't even realize sources of these leads. So a lot of really great information, but it is very fundamental. It is very basic, which is why you want to do it as soon as possible, so it provides you the greatest impact. And then again, you'll be much more well-informed when you go to choose a brokerage, when you come to the career fair to showcase yourself to this showcase of real estate brokers, and to further prepare yourself and train even more. That's where Real Estate Pro University comes in, to specific lead generation strategies, to knowing the contracts that you'll be using, to understanding the financing and more about growing your real estate business. That's what Real Estate Pro University is ultimately designed to do. But if you want to keep things simple and focus on what's right in front of you, that would be the smart move. And that's where you'll want to head over to realestateonlinecourse.com. That's realestateonlinecourse.com. That'll take you right to this page for the video on demand online course. 24/7 from anywhere in the world, you can complete this course. This is our most popular way for our students to get their Florida real estate license. Over 40 countries around the world. Thousands of students have gone through our online programs here at the Tampa School of Real Estate, and we're ready to help you become the next success story. So realestateonlinecourse.com. And that's for a Florida real estate license that's good anywhere in Florida. Despite the name Tampa School of Real Estate, we are a Florida Real Estate Commission approved provider of Florida real estate license courses. So really the only thing Tampa about us, other than that's our base of operations, is the name and the area code on this. But if you'd rather call us toll free, you could do that as well at 888-588-7480. Or if you want to call us on the local number, 813-333-2676. And you'll be able to connect with our team of advisors to help you unlock the next steps of your real estate career. Whether you're just getting started or you're a broker looking to expand your business, we have solutions that could help you achieve those goals. So reach out to us, 813-333-2676. Saturday, April 18th. I'll say it one more time. Saturday, April 18th. Do not miss this event. Get yourself registered at FloridaRealEstateCareerFair.com. Just put in your name, email, phone number, and register yourself for this event. If you have any questions about that, reach out to us at 813-333-2676. But what do you say we pick the winner for today? The winner of the video on-demand course. Where's our thumbnail? There it is right there. or again, a credit towards anything. And if you want to enter for this giveaway for the next career fair, FloridaRealEstateCareerFair.com. And so let's go ahead. Let me grab my keyboard here and let's get this pulled up so we could pick a winner for today. Got our list loaded and our random generator. And our winner today, drum roll please, is number 27. And number 27 is Martha Ortega. Martha Ortega, congratulations. You are the winner of today's giveaway of the Florida Real Estate Career Fair, the January Career Fair giveaway. Congratulations to you, Martha Ortega. Congratulations. You are the winner. Let us know. Reach out to us. We'll actually send you a text message to the number that you registered with, which is why you'll want to register with the correct number if you're registering for the next event. So we'll reach out to you to congratulate you and go ahead and walk you through the steps of redeeming this for the course to get your real estate license or the credit towards another course program that may be more appropriate for where you're at in your real estate career. That's what everything's about here at the Tampa School of Real Estate, really customizing your learning journey for what you need at the right time. Because there's so much information out there, it's really the timing of it that makes it important. That's such as, again, with post-licensing, completing that as soon as possible. That is so much more impactful than doing it right before your deadline. Even just for the fact that if you're doing it right before the deadline, you're rushed, you're focused on doing it for completion. Whereas if you do it right away when you first get your license, you can now focus on the actual context of the information that's there to help show you how to make money with your real estate license. And then when you complete that right away, you can activate with a broker, and then 2 years later, you're not worried about doing post-licensing. You're now eligible to become a real estate broker. To where if you want to open your own office or even stay at your own brokerage that you're at right now, but be able to be a broker associate as opposed to a sales associate, as well as have that freedom to all you need to do once you're a broker associate to start your office is file the office application with the state. And then boom, you've got a real estate brokerage. So that becomes just an application filing away instead of a whole course and licensing process away if you delay doing that broker licensing course. So do that as soon as possible. It also, if you look at the statistics, brokers make more money on average than sales associates, even if they're just a broker associate. And it's because you're gaining knowledge. You're becoming, again, a more accomplished professional. The more steps you complete, the further you get down this road, the more of a professional you'll become. Any questions about starting your career or the next steps? Reach out to us, 813-333-2676. Again, that's 813-333-2676. I hope to see you at the next career fair on April 18th. Until then, we'll be here many times live, but have a great rest of your week, and we'll be back on Friday for State of Real Estate. And congratulations again to Martha Ortega. Real estate is something that you're interested in pursuing. If you're interested in advancing your career, maybe you had your license before and it didn't quite work out. You didn't have the right guidance. You didn't have the right situation. You weren't at the right firm for you. It's okay to start over. It's okay to start again. Even if you've lost your real estate license and you maybe see the interest rates dropping and the real estate market picking up again, that you're interested in reactivating your real estate license. But the main thing is, again, finding out about these opportunities. So dress to impress. Come to the career fair ready to impress these recruiters at these firms, even if you are brand new. You know, this event is a very safe space. I don't even like using words like that, but it really is, because if you're new and you don't really know about real estate, this is the perfect place to come to ask those questions, because this is a room you could put yourself in with people that are going to be far beyond the experience that you have in real estate. Even if you are just getting started, the more hands you shake, the more money you make. Get your eyes opened to the opportunities that are out there.